Clemson time. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Alabama's offense is on the field for the first time today. Well, fans on both sides have not forgotten Alabama's beatdown the last time they played. All the emotion, the intensity of the Tiger Stadium, and Kalen DeBoer, his first taste of the rivalry, had the Tide ready, and they pounded LSU.
When I think back to this game, and we were so excited to call this one, I just think of how Alabama's offense handled this environment. Jalen Milroe, one week he looks great. The next week, just not quite there in the passing game. But this game, it was all about his legs. The best athlete on the field by far. How will Bama do without that explosive playmaker at quarterback this year?
To throw, it's Simpson. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Back in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
2nd down after that completion. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Out of scoop, offense still has it on the run. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
To the air, it's Simpson. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First and goal, handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's a touchdown on the board here early in the game for him. And Chris, intentional or not, look how much time they took off the clock here in the opening quarter. So not only did they get a touchdown, they took the air out of the ball as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams right into the wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. Pass caught. Second down now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Wide open downfield. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Move it to the 35.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. Perfect 2 for 2 on third downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Looking to throw again. Nice grab. It's sharp. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Near the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, LSU.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Now they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Defense is coming after him. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time, they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Simpson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it with room to run. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivalries. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
1st down and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And here comes the punter onto the field. This one will be fair caught. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
They mix it up with a run. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Send the back in motion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Durham. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter.
That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Simpson. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Young.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle. It's Durham. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it in the open. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And there's the handoff. Great move there. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yardage yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, an interception late in the game like this in a tie game in the red zone. You just don't know how many opportunities you're going to get the ball back.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. He hands it off from the gun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The defense needs a stop to force overtime. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Punt over the middle. It's Adams. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Second down, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. First down and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. And here comes a deep shot. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back gets the football. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense comes up on third and long. They'd love to convert, but they don't want to make a mistake. You've got to give your kicker a chance here. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on third down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on fourth?
So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
And sack sets up second down. A play action, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So a third and long here. If they can't convert, they have to settle for a game-time field goal try. On the run, it's Miller. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it's good, a pressure field goal to stay in the game and force another OT.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
To the air, it's Simpson. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Aim for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in second overtime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime.
The score, Alabama 16, LSU 10.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. The answer here in OT.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied, Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for two. Let's see what their favorite two-point play is. See if they can win it.
So it all comes down to this. If they make their two-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. No, he didn't get in. The defense makes a stand. They stop him, and now we're headed to triple overtime. Okay, so now we've got dueling two-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. No, he is stopped short. They cannot execute the crucial two-point play. So the defense does the job, and now this offense comes out for a two-point try to win the game right here. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. No, he does not get in. That's a game-saving stop by this defense, and we'll play on. So they set up again, a two-point try to reclaim the lead deep here in overtime. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's in. They get the two-point conversion to jump on top here deep in overtime. So now this offense must answer from 3 yards out to keep this game alive. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in there. A clutch play to stay alive and extend this game even further. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. From the shotgun, drops back, and he's in. They get the two-point conversion to jump on top here deep in overtime. And now this offense must respond with a two-point try to keep this game going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. No, he stops short, and it's game over. This defense rises up and wins it right there. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.